Hi, I'm Alison from Code4Kids. Welcome to the second lesson of HTML and CSS, themed Emoji and CSS Magic. By the end of this lesson, the learners will be able to understand the difference between inline CSS and internal CSS. They will also be changing the style of the HTML elements associated with specific IDs. Let's begin by recapping the different coding languages we use at Code4Kids for building websites. HTML is the builder, creating the structure of the HTML document, and the code is written in red. CSS is the artist, doing all the super styling within the web page, changing colors, creating cool backgrounds, and even emojis, as we'll see later in the lesson. This is all in yellow. You can get your learners to go and fill in the question marks here. Anything within script tags is the JavaScript language. Click the button on the right-hand side to see what happens. Task 2, change the count to +2 to see what happens. Anything within style tags is the CSS language. Task 3, change the question mark below to sans serif. This is for the font family. Take away the question mark, type in sans. And here you see the change above. Moving on to CSS reminder. CSS is a language that describes the style of the HTML document. It can save a lot of work because it can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. Selecting the blue pen, draw a circle around the inline CSS, and that'll be anything saying style equals. You can get your learners to do this, and you can discuss this amongst the class. And these are the places where you can go and change the CSS colors. Internal CSS is before or after the HTML body and is stored within the style tags. Open style tag, and you would have a closing style tag at the end, and you can get your learners to go and circle this in green. Internal CSS. Here we have a very strange looking emoji, and we are going to go and fix that. But firstly, we are going to look at the inline CSS, and we're going to remove the question marks and write our name. Here in the inline CSS, we're going to go and change a color. And that demonstrates how inline CSS changes the web page. Task 2, we're going to make the head ID to 300 pixels in height and in width. This is going to make our emoji a circle. You will also notice at one point that there's all these little numbers, and these are the div tags, and each div tag is going to represent part of the face. Number 1, the left eyebrow, number 3, the left eye, number 5, the nose, and 6, the mouth, etc. Task 3, we're going to make the face ID yellow, and we're going to change the border radius to 25%. Make it only curved on the edges. Task 4, we're going to make the eyebrow left ID's width to 75 pixels. And we're going to change the color to brown. And there is our left eyebrow. Task 5, make the eyebrow right ID's height and width the same as the left eyebrow, so looking up above. Task 6, make your eye left ID's height 25 pixels and the color blue. Task 7, make the eye right ID's border radius all 50% so that it becomes a full circle. Task 8, make your nose ID bottom 120 pixels and left 50%. Making it go into the center. Task 9, make your mouth ID's height 100 pixels. Here you'll have to write the word height, 100 pixels, remembering that semicolon. And there's the mouth. And then finally, task 10, we're going to go and remove the numbers from the div tags just to neaten everything up again. And there we have our emoji with CSS. Moving on to emoticons. Here are lots of different emotions, and there's our little emoticons. Whenever we click through at the top, you will see how the emotions are changing. Unfortunately, they need to be fixed. They are not altogether correct. So the learners are going to fix this by changing the style of the HTML elements associated with the specific IDs. We're going to start with happy face. Whenever we make a change, we can go and click on the emoji at the top to see if that change has happened. Make the top 0 pixels. Task 2, make the height 75 pixels. Task 3, make the height of the mouth 50 pixels, the width 150 pixels, and the bottom 50 pixels. And there's our happy face. Moving on to worried. Task 4, rotate the eyebrow right to 25 degrees. And rotate eyebrow left to -25. Task 6, make the height 25 pixels for the mouth. Moving on to angry face. We're going to go and rotate the 2 eyebrows to 35 degrees and -35 degrees. That's angry face. For task 8, we're going to uncomment to make the background color of the mouth brown. So on line 85, we're going to remove the / and the star. Again, move the star and the / and then brown will start to work. And there we go, the mouth is brown. Task 9, make the background color of the face red. And a semicolon. And his face is red. Moving on to evil face. Evil, add the curly brackets to evil face so that the color is going to be changed to medium purple. We have an open curly bracket and a closed curly bracket. We're going to move on to cheeky face. We're going to go and add the height 150 pixels and the width 150 pixels to the mouth ID. There's the cheeky tongue sticking out. Task 12. Rotate the face 180 degrees to make this upside down face. It's only rotating 45 at the moment. Change the 45 to 180. And there's our upside down face. Moving down to task 13, we're going to make the sick or ill face. We're going to choose an appropriate color for that. Removing the question mark and checking our face has now changed to forest green. Task 14, we're going to rotate the eyebrow left to -25 degrees. And we're going to rotate the right eyebrow. Change both eye colors to black. And task 17, add the height 10 pixels and width 50 pixels to the mouth. And our sick face is complete. Moving on to my emoji. This final tab is a wonderful way to explore the learner's personal and social well-being. Perhaps once they complete the task, they can open and share this emoji with you as the teacher or with a friend, and I'll show you how to do that in a little while. Complete the task 1 by removing the question mark and stating how they are feeling today. Today I am feeling excited. And this comes up on the right-hand side. Task 2, we're going to complete all the question marks on the feelings. And all of these statements, a lot of them have to do with digital citizenship and are a wonderful way to begin a discussion in class. I feel, however, when someone in my friendship group creates a chat group, for example on a cell phone or mobile phone, and leaves me out. I feel upset. I feel something when I get a bad test score, disappointed, and so on. The learners can continue to fill in those question marks, and you'll get a lot of insight into how they are feeling and some things that might be going on in the classroom. Further down, we have 2 emojis, and these are my emoji, and the first one says how I feel when I get out of bed in the morning. As you can see in line 23, this is where the image source is face 1. And you will see the 2 faces at the top, 2 whiteboards. There is face 1, which corresponds, and there is face 2, which is blank. So the learners get the chance to, on line 26, say how they feel when. So how I feel when I am dancing, for example. And then they will go and change face 2 and use their pen tool, whatever the case may be, to go and draw exactly how they would be feeling when they're dancing. They're also welcome to go and have a look at some emotions and go and search some pictures for them to use as inspiration to create their very own emotion over there. And this will reflect back into their picture over here. They could even write more information. Once they have completed that, it is time to go and open and share to their family, friends, teachers, whatever the case may be, and they can go and select this open and share button. They can also go and copy the URL, put that in an email, put that on any sort of platform where you would like to go and review what they have written here. Good luck with the second lesson of HTML and CSS. The kids are going to have great fun with Emoji and CSS Magic.